Hello, my beautiful beings of light. I am here. No, you cannot see me because I am resting, I am relaxing, I'm enjoying my beautiful day, and I'm my spirit is being guided to just come onto this live and just provide and give hopes to those who see things that have happened today in the trial of Diddy. Just know that it's not over. Just know that this is not the end. This is a beginning. It may look one way, but in reality, it's totally a different way. The the survivors of Diddy and what the prosecutor has brought to the light is only a little glimpse of what is going to happen. Don't ever believe that this family is not under the radar of Homeland Security. Don't think that they are not being watched for every movement that is being made. Don't believe that if Diddy is to be released, that that's the end of it. Because it's not the end of it. They will make sure that this family is being watched. And those that are involved, those who also partook and did not come forward, they are also being watched. So, and for those podcasters, I just have to say that the bullying, the harassment, the calling of names to anyone who speaks life, who speaks truth, who stands up for justice, who stands up for those victims, those babies, children, men, and women who have been subjected to SA, to sex trafficking, to domestic violence, to any injustice speaking, because your spirit is very dirty. But I will continue to speak. I will continue to bring light. I will continue to stand up. Don't Tisa Tell. I don't know Tisa Tell from a nail in the wall, okay? I don't know her, but her spirit is so pure. Her spirit is so beautiful. She has went out of her way to go and report, research, done her thing in bringing light to those survivors, Cassie Ventura, Jane Doe, whoever testified, all those who put their life on the line to go into court and expose Diddy for what he did. I just have to applaud them, and I have to say that they are so brave. Know that they are protected because no wrong could come to them. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. It may seem like Diddy got off on a RICO, but guess what? He's going to face God. And that's the biggest judge ever. Okay? He's going to face his creator. Because there's other spirits that are running, that are in behind his veil, because he don't see the spirit of Kim Porter. He doesn't see the spirit of no, is it Tupac? There's spirits that he has connection with, that he played major roles in hiding what he has done to them. Nothing that you do in this world is hidden. Just know that. Nothing in this world is hidden. Nothing. And those who are podcasters who are still not healed because you blame the survivors for speaking up, for the freak offs they had. You judge people. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Okay? Nobody's perfect. If you are one who has not sinned, then you throw that first stone or whatever. You know that saying, you haven't sinned, throw the first stone. We all have our shadows. We all have to heal from and go back to God. We need to be very conscious and aware of the messages we are sending out. Especially when you are a podcaster and you are reporting. And if you're not reporting the truth and you are reporting attacking people for them speaking up, for them bringing the facts to the light, for calling these workers that was paid. Some of them did it because they, some of them were used and abused, and they were told that if they said anything, that things could happen to them. I believe what the prosecution had provided the evidence for I believe that the jury were not a jury that was mixed well. From what I've gathered, and these older adults mixed with 30s, 40s, 70s. I think the mindset speaks volumes. But I believe the survivors, because I don't call them victims because they're not victims, I call them survivors. And I applaud them for the strength, and I applaud Tisa Tell because she has also been attacked. She has been attacked, and for whoever her divine partner is, he's very divine because he makes sure that she is protected. But God also protects his children. He protects those who are truth tellers, who speaks with facts, who speaks from a space of love, compassion, understanding. And does not attack another being, no matter what they're doing to, because when you are in a space where you speak truth to light, where you speak and you are in a space that, whatever anybody says, they could say whatever they want to say. As long as you're not putting your hands on me, we good. We good. But you could call me all the names in the world, because when you are very secure in who you are, and when you are very secure of your strength and the values and the morals that you are, that God has instilled those values, those morals within you, you know right and wrong. No weapon formed against you will ever prosper. They could form, but they will never prosper. Ever. Nobody's scared of Mr. Combs, his family, whoever the spies are on the networks they use and hide the truth tellers from speaking, sharing this information with the collect. Nobody cares. As long as I do the work that my Father has called me to do, my mission, I will continue my journey. I will continue to reveal those who have businesses set it up to look like one thing when in reality is something else. These businesses on YouTube stating that they're ads for partnerships for increasing your income. Boy, bye. Stop being scammers. These are scammers. People saying that they're reading some sort of book, a manifestation book. Lies. Lies, lies, lies. when you are in oneness with the Most High, when you are healing, when you are in a space of love, when you have compassion for others, when you don't retaliate against another individual, when you let God do his work, when you have faith that the Most High has your back, the creator of everything, when you know that your angels, your ascended master, the galactic family, your ancestors are with you, whether you have those spiritual eyes or not, they are always there. Don't ever give your power away to any entity, any being who is trying to take your beautiful light, your security within yourself, your creation, your creativity, your smile, because you don't feed into the material outside world that does not serve you. That's why all the systems are falling down. These fake businesses that were built to enslave humanity. It's been happening throughout our lifetime, other lifetimes, ancient lifetimes. It's just a reset. We gotta get it right. We gotta see that this world is really not what it really is. That all these illusions that has been placed in front of us, like you have to work all these hours to earn all this income, and you have to fit this picture of being a model looking type of doll that is not realistic. Because when you're, the outside really doesn't matter, because the vessel is the vessel. This is the vessel that we walk this world with. It's the heart that really has the beauty, the luxury, the abundance, the magic. Everything outside, it's pure illusions, because that these people, these beings that are over here trying to attack, these are your subconscious. This is your shadows. These are things that we have to say, you know what? You have no control over my mind. You have no control over my heart. I send nothing but love towards you. I send nothing but healing towards you, because I know what it is to have been where you're at. I was there before. And I will never ever again feed into that subconscious that is the shadow aspects of who we are, to take control over our sovereignty. Our sovereignty. We are divine beings of the Most High, the Creator of all, that shines His light and brings out the core. We face them every single day of our life. We are faced every single day of our lives with shadow aspects of ourselves. And we say, do I want to fall into that trap all over again? Whatever's going on in that Diddy trial, It's people that are not in their power, giving power to something that really doesn't. It's an illusion. It's really an illusion. It really is. We are the light beings, those who see chaos and say, you know what? Look at it. Don't feed into it. And say, you know what? I bring nothing but love and peace into your life. Bring nothing but peace and love. May one day you return back to the Creator who created you and thank the Creator for the breaths that you take every single moment of your life, for the food that that Creator has put on your table, for the clothes on your back, for your health, for your hands, for your feet, for your eyes to see, your ears to hear, because people are not very conscious of the beautiful things that God has given them and take life for granted. Things have to be shaken up. It has to be shaken up in order to be cleansed and clear and to make new changes, to bring new laws into action. To stand up for injustice, but not fight, not argue, not call people's names. It's a better way of doing things. Instead of attacking someone who has brought things to the light, that was her job. That's her purpose. She's beautiful on the outside just as much as she is beautiful in the inside. And she stands out there and she brings, I could tell you, Tisa Tell is a hard worker. Like I said, I don't know this lady. I don't know her, but her soul is so beautiful. Because she cares. That if she didn't care, she wouldn't do her life. She wouldn't come from wherever she lives, because I don't know where she lives, travel to New York to bring you guys updates. Go in the courtroom. This is her job. She is a podcast that brings light to whatever news she is putting out there, and she does it with dotting her I's and crossing her T's, without putting down anyone. If anything, she always promotes others for their work that they do on the channel. She's if you guys don't know her, her name is Tisa Tells, and this afternoon she was being attacked by other podcasters because of the stand that she took and believing that this man, Diddy, is a person who has committed crimes but wasn't convicted on the RICO or the other two, the other whatever. But she is safe and she is protected. They like to do things to intimidate. Some of them were men who are podcasters who came at her and know that God saw everything. And she stood in her power, voiced herself like the lady and the beautiful, classy lady that she is. A very healed being. She has spirituality. She has faith. She grew up. She has a very, very strong and secure energy about her. And no one is going to break her down. No one. People who are envious of her because she has grown her channel to over 500,000 viewers. And she brings in good information regarding things that are happening in the world, and she reports it. And she reports it with confidence, and she makes sure before she puts out any information, she is looking for the documents legally, has legal friends. She doesn't speak to just bring in information out of nowhere. She has been on Nancy Grace. She has been on ABC. You know, she's doing her thing. And she's going to be a very, very good, whatever she's creating in her world, God is going to bless her tenfold. Because of who her heart, the heart that she carries. It's not the looks, it's her authenticity. She's beautiful in the inside as much as she is beautiful on the outside. And no weapon formed against her will prosper. God's children are very much protected. I don't like abuse. I don't like injustice. When I see it, I'm going to speak about it and I'm going to bring it out. I was watching her live. I was watching her live when the news came out on P. Diddy. And she came out the courtroom. And people coming up to her trying to question her integrity, question her values, her morals, what she stood for. And try to get it on the camera to see if she was going to react. She didn't give them that power. And I applaud you. You passed the test. Tisa tells you passed the test. Okay? Nobody could break you. Nobody could come up to you and try to discredit your values, your morals, your ethics, the love, the passion that you put into your work. Because you are good in what you do. She is good in what she does. She's very comical, very animated, and she is a good person. And she's good at what she does. Very good at what she does. And people don't like when somebody is very secure, very confident, and know their stuff. Just because the judge said he was, just because the jury said he was not guilty, ask God. What does he? Ask God, because God is the one in control. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it, because everything that's going to come out is going to come out. All this in the surface right now is just a little thing that is being shown of what is going to be coming out. Trust and believe that whole family is being watched, okay? That whole family, the whole enterprise, and he will not ever again. He won't become or gain any more money. Nope. And this persona of the big show that was put out today by the family is just entertainment, people. It's entertainment. We are all playing our roles in this world, okay? We are all playing our parts. There's a game, okay? The game, chess. People know how to play chess, okay? Some people play checkers. I don't play checkers because I'm not into playing. I'm always in control. Nothing is going to unbalance the energy that I hold within myself, because I see things in both directions. I see it both. I understand the dark and I understand the light. And I balance these two energies with so much grace. Because I see things for what it truly is and not for the illusions. I am very grateful for the gift that God has given me. I see people for who they truly are. I see it all. I see it all. And every day my gifts, the gift of discernment, the gift of when you are always constantly cleansing and healing and going and meditation and just being in a space that you learn how to understand energy. All that energy that is being played out does not harm or hurt you. I'm tired of blaming things on, it was like karmics or whatever. It's just shadow aspects of ourselves being played out. And we just have to learn how to transmute those beautiful energies into our own creation, into our own, and be thankful for every person, every lesson that came into your life. That person who spoke to you and told you wasn't good enough, that was you telling yourself. But you have to look at that you. You have to look at that you and say, you know what? I am worth it. I am beautiful. I am successful. I am happy. I am joy. I am successful. I am abundant. I am healthy. I am one with the divine. I am the creator of my own reality. I create my world. You may not see that this world is beautiful. You may not see that New York is beautiful. You may not see the beauty of the chaos. I see the beauty of the chaos. It's beautiful because that chaos cleanses and changes the dynamics of the energy that has to be brought out and cleansed out and make better changes. Better changes for ourselves, better changes for our planet, our water, our air, our food. Make sure you're always blessing your food. Make sure you're always blessing the water. Make sure you're always blessing those. And it's not coming from a fake space because woo, there are people out there who saying that they are a child of God, a child of God, and next thing you know, they're cursing somebody out. They're in their own heads. They're in their own heads. They're not, and it's okay. But look and look and look and observe. At the energies that are around you. A world of duality, a world of... It's funny. I mean, it really is not funny, but I am amazed. I am amazed. I am totally amazed because every time I'm in my spirit, in my elevation of higher consciousness, and I go in and I meditate and I ask God and I ask my spirit guides and I ask my angels and I ask my galactic family to please show me things that I need to see. Reveal to me what needs to be revealed at the time. I'm very amazed. But I'm not surprised. I'm being, every single day of my life, I am learning about the illusions that has been placed. And how to heal, how to work with the energy. Instead of being stagnant, fragmented, scared, fear, anxiety, the fakeness of news, the fakeness of the false aliens, the fakeness of this fake war in Russia, the fakeness of this. I mean, not in Russia. Something gonna happen to Russia? I don't know. Anyway, I said Russia, but I meant to say Iran and Iraq, Palestinians, whatever. All this thing was happening with President Trump and Elon Musk. You know, one is an AI, the other one is an Orion dark entity or dark how you say it. Starseed, Trump, Orion. If you know, you know. If you don't know, it's dark. It's getting. It's how you say it. It's getting. It's probably gonna rain. So, and that's another thing. Let me just tell you, because I was looking at the sky earlier when I went outside, and my spirit spoke to me. It's like if the verdict was to have been very happy, I believe the sun would have been out. I would have believed that everything was of the highest good of all. But there's clouds, there's dark, there's shadows, there's emotions that is happening at this time. Lots of emotions, lots of the murky clouds in people's heads. Okay, those who rooted for a being who loved to hit on women and drug them and do things to control. It's very murky. So the verdict is not a victory. It's changes that is going to happen. The system, people's awareness of consciousness. I believe if that jurors were of other people on higher level of consciousness, it would have been a different story. Because when you read the laws that coincided with what the prosecution presented and the witness spoke about, it was guilty all the way. It was guilty all the way. That's my opinion. I've been on a jury, served on jury, and we had to follow the laws, the predicate, the laws, the laws that the judge have given us, and not put our feelings into the case, but to use our morals and our values and, you know what I'm saying, common sense. I served on a murder case, and I served on a scam case. That the scam was also, there was guns involved. There was people who was hurt. This person was found guilty on some acts, and some acts he wasn't found guilty. Was there some things that I personally believe that um, at the time when I was deliberating, I stood strongly for, but when the evidence was put into play, how to make the decisions according to the law. I believe the law has to be changed. I believe that there's a better way. And I believe that lawyers who are defending their clients who are guilty of acts, I don't think that name calling women or anybody who is surviving the acts of the crimes that has been committed against them, to be belittled, because if that was your daughter, if that was your son, your child that had to experience these acts against them, would you have felt the same way? Is it okay to call Cassie the names that were called, that these defendants of the lawyers called Cassie? Mark Acafilio, is that his name? um, I believe that adults need to truly act very professional in their field, know how to use words to get their point across, instead of calling people out of their names for the acts of the incident that drove them into the court case to file charges against someone who had so much control of their life, that didn't know how to get out, that thought that fear was placed in their hearts, in their minds, in their souls, because fear played a major role into the life of these women and men who were offered deals to become stars, but instead they became stars in another movie, a movie that they never thought that they was going to be part of, but drugs took part of it. Alcohol played a major role. People feelings became strong, so they thought there was other things that are happening in that, because when you exchange energy, when you are in doing rituals, whatever, it plays major roles. When you're not in full control of yourself, you're being looked at as less than. And I don't think anybody is less than anyone. I believe we all have experienced some sort of trauma. I believe we all have been traumatized. Some sort of fear has been placed in our lives, and there are people who use that against us. But once you're in full control of your life, there's nothing and no one can do. Once you have healed the trauma in your life, There's no weapon that is formed against you that will ever prosper. None. Triggers. Triggers are placed. People get triggered because they're not healed. And I don't find it to be a bad thing, because I think that's a good thing to for anyone to be triggered, because it's something that is being shown that needs to be healed. And if somebody's triggering you, say thank you. And look at the situation, look at the incident, look at the person that came to you. Forgive them. Yeah, I believe that we all need to forgive. We all need to forgive in order to forgive ourselves and forgive those who have hurt, and let it go. Heal from it. Understand it. I pray that those survivors that survived Diddy, because there are other victims that didn't survive, but are spiritually around, making sure that justice will prevail. Of those who have survived it, forgive Diddy for what he did to them. Let it go. Move on. And if you're a singer or a writer, write about your experience. Write about the pain that you went through, that you turned into power. Because nobody has any control over your life. Because you're no longer in that space where somebody's controlling your mind or your soul, your heart. You have to make sure your heart is mended. All those fragmented pieces that you lost along the way, call them back. Call them back. Put your whole self back again. Heal from it. Write about it, even if it has to be personal. Write a letter of forgiveness. Speak to God, whoever you spiritually are connected to. Forgiveness is very, very vital. Your heart needs to mend in order to be in forgiveness is very crucial. If you don't forgive, I forgave my abuser for fracturing both sides of my jaw, breaking my nose, fracturing my ribs, abusing my body. But I know it was not only his fault. I played a role as well. We all have to take accountability for the things that we have done. And when we take accountability and we start to heal, we ask ourselves, because I know this was a cycle that I was repeating over and over and over and over and over again. I was like, what the hell is going on? I was like, I can't be on this hamster wheel anymore. I need to get off. I questioned it. I'm like, getting abused, getting hurt, narcissistic men coming into my life, people saying that I wasn't good enough, I wasn't worthy enough, I'm not intelligent, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm not pretty enough, whatever. Whatever. They said it all. They said it all. I wasn't a good mother, I'm a piece of shit. They said it all. And until I learned who I truly was, I was like, you know what? Anybody can say whatever they want to say. I know who I am. I healed myself. I healed the generational hurt, my generational wounds, the DNA, my lineage. I had to heal it in order to find peace in my life. And it's been the most beautifulest journey. But it hasn't been so easy. It's not easy. It hasn't been easy. No. Don't get me wrong. This journey is not easy. This is... it's a lot of healing. Every day I'm healing. Every day I meet people. Every day I am around, I feel energy. I know what's good and I know what is not good. I'm very good discerning energy. But if I was an owner of a business, I would not treat my staff like crap. I would genuinely treat all of my workers with so much value, with so much respect for everything that they do, the work that helps the business grow. That's what people don't understand. You have to have soldiers that know how to work with you, that know how to make your business grow. And it's not about stealing, and it's not about taking one over the other. It's about giving good quality merchandise, sessions that comes for the highest good of all. Not about getting over on somebody, because that doesn't work. God's children don't steal. God's children's gonna make sure that everybody is very well taken care of. That nobody is upping anybody. I know the energy I carry, and I know whenever if I ever was to have a business, I am very discerning with the energy, and I know who is going to be of service and who is going to be a hinder. But I want to say I've been here for a minute. How long have I been here? Oh, an hour. I just want to say, I want to thank Tisa Towles again for the great coverage that she does, the great work that she does, for standing in her power, facing these aspects of herself with so much dignity and so much class, and not feeding into the drama, the chaos. Let them say whatever they want to say. You know the truth. You keep moving forward. Don't. You are going to be very successful and very, very, I don't know, you're going to be in TV, or you're going to be somewhere that, and your channel is very much, very powerful. So your brand that you have created is going to work for you. And the people that you have in your corner, your divine partner that cares and values that for your safety, is also going to shine. And we thank you that you keep your private life private, because nobody needs to know who you're dating. Nobody needs to know who is your partner, his face, where he's from. I really am. I really admire the way Tisa Towles handles her professionalism and her personal life separate. She does not bring it into her world of her business. And that I really respect. I like that about her. And she's going to go many places, even though there's going to be lots of Debbie Downers. They're going to come. Just let them come. Just say, you know what? Thank you. Because you give me stronger every time that you come for me. I thank you. Thank you for giving me the strength to know that I am a powerful being, and my power and my light blinds you. But I hope when it blinds you that you wake up and you see that you need healing, because the attacks makes no sense. You're only attacking yourself. That's how I see it. When anybody attacks someone who speaks truth, that is telling you that their insecurities, that your light is blinding them, hurting them. But it's only to trigger them to wake up and see that there's healing that needs to be done, and you shouldn't be threatened by somebody else's heart, the way they carry themselves and how they put out or shine their light to bring injustice to the light. Always coming from a space of love, compassion. Continue to shine your light. Beautiful star seeds who are doing your work, continue to pray for one another. Continue to pray for those I'm glad this case is over, whatever, but let me tell you something. It's really not over. There's more to come. I ain't speaking on it, but there's more to come. This is only one of the many that are going to be put in the forefront. Love you guys. Have a good one. I love you. Namaste.